Now, there are a lot of votes still to be counted, and every vote needs to be counted, but we're looking pretty good.
Yeah!
And today, the voters of this district send a loud and clear message. It is time for change. It is time for a new direction. It is time for new leadership.
Yeah!
You know, we've been through a lot together these last couple years. We've fought many battles. We've made many sacrifices. We've experienced ups and downs. We've seen politics at its best and its worst. We've made new friends, right?
Oh, yeah.
We've formed a community. We've started a movement. And today, we showed the strength of that movement and its awesome power to steer our state and country in a new direction.
Yeah!
Together, we've shown that no matter how corrupted our politics have become, no matter how broken our government may be, there is still no greater force in American democracy than that of citizens who believe in our country and are willing to fight for it.
Yeah. Amen! Woo!
Now, there are some people I want to thank. A lot of people. First of all of you for being here tonight. Thank you so much.
Yeah!
It's really a joy to spend this evening with you. First, I want to thank Sheriff Scott Jones for his 12 years of service as Sheriff of Sacramento County and for his lifetime of service in law enforcement. I want to congratulate Kermit Jones on advancing past the primary. I look forward to the contest of ideas that lies ahead. Our campaign team. How about a round of applause for our campaign manager, Mike Ward? And how about a round of applause for our amazing volunteer coordinator, Shannon Heil?
Yeah!
Volunteers who have done so much over these last 5 months in this campaign. And I hate to start naming people because there's too many people to possibly name. But just to give you a couple of examples. Where's Patty and Shirley at? Are you guys still here? These two have been making calls every single day, hours on end.
Woo-hoo!
I think half the votes I got in this election are because of that. So thank you.
Yeah!
You're amazing. Thank you to all of our volunteers. And thank you to the voters of our district for the trust that you've placed in me tonight and for the opportunity to earn your vote again in November. Tonight, I am filled with gratitude and hope, but I'm also mindful of the enormous challenges that we face. People throughout our district and across our country are really struggling. Record inflation, outrageous gas prices, soaring healthcare costs, an economy barreling towards recession, a sense that things just keep getting worse. In California, we've gotten a preview of all of this and more. Surging crime, out-of-control homelessness, shoddy roads, the rationing of water, the recurring tragedy of wildfires, a state that is falling apart at the seams. In recent years, it's reached a breaking point, where for the first time in our history, more people are moving out of California than moving in. I mean, think about that. This used to be the state where anyone could get ahead, where the full glory of the American dream was realized. Now it's the state that so many can't wait to leave behind. And is it because our weather and our beaches and our mountains and our many other wonderful treasures and our people and our culture, is it because they're somehow less extraordinary now? No, of course not. It's because of the politics. It's because of political failures. And now, these same political failures are being repeated on a national scale. In this election, we face a very clear choice. Are we, as a country, going to continue down the failed path of California by adopting the same failed policies? Or are we going to return to the founding principles that made America the greatest country in the world?
Yeah! Woo!
I think I got your answer.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you believe this country right now is moving in the right direction, if you believe the Biden-Pelosi agenda has been good for our district and good for America, I'm probably not your guy. You might want to check out my opponent's website. But if you believe we need a new direction and new leadership, then I would humbly ask for the great honor of being your representative in the United States Congress.
Yeah!
Is going to have a lot of work to do to rein in this out-of-control spending that's caused record inflation, roll back harmful regulations and lower taxes, reactivate our workforce so small businesses can staff up, can stay open, and we can have a fully functioning economy, complete the Keystone Pipeline, and make America energy independent.
Yeah!
Immigration.
Yeah!
Support our police and stop this crime wave.
Yes!
And restore a strong foreign policy where America is respected in the world.
No, yeah, definitely.
Now, I've had the privilege to represent our area for a few years now. And we have shown a better way. We've charted a different course. In this area, we've fought off the onslaught of harmful state and now national policies as best we can to preserve our quality of life. And that is my number one priority as your congressman. I will fight to protect our way of life. If there's one thing about me that you know by now, it's that I'm not afraid to fight.
Yeah!
Always with a purpose. It's about fighting for you or really fighting with you, alongside you.
Yes!
As your congressman, I will fight harder than anyone to advance good policies, to stop bad policies, to root out corruption, and to hold people accountable, starting with President Joe Biden and his failing administration.
Yeah! Woo!
Battle that we take on will always take place upon a foundation of values that every American can share. Our Constitution, the belief that it is the most brilliant political document ever created.
Yeah!
Our sacred freedoms, the belief that each of us is free to practice our profession, to speak our mind, to raise our kids, to worship our God, to live our lives as we see fit.
Yeah! Woo!
And our responsibilities as citizens, the belief that every voice matters, and that every one of us deserves a say in our shared future.
Yeah.
We believe, Kevin!
Yeah!
As do I. I believe that the vast majority of Americans share these principles as common ground. And I believe that most Americans, regardless of party or any other characteristic, have a lot more in common than some politicians would have us believe. Yes. The political divisions in this country seem to keep getting worse and worse. But that's only because politics has become more and more of a spectator sport. When we as citizens actually have the chance to roll up our sleeves, to work alongside one another on the solutions to problems that affect us all, we usually find there's a lot more that unites us than divides us.
Yes.
That's why, at this moment, I believe that's what we need to work towards. After the last 2 years that we've all been through, this is the moment to return power to local communities and their citizens. To think anew about the part we can all play in forming a better American community. After 2 years of maximum government control, we now have a chance to revitalize the great American experiment of self-government, to light a new spark of liberty.
Yeah.
and so much at stake in this election. So tonight, we celebrate. And tomorrow, we're back to work. Thank you, and God bless this magnificent country.